most of the people who work in these institutions,
He's right.
these organizations, are competent, ethical, and caring, and idealistic. I think that's especially true at HHS. When I was a boy, I particularly admired the scientists that I saw there because I thought these are the smartest people in the world, and yet they're not receiving much money.
He's
They're
right.
very low paid.
Like,
compared to
subscribe,
people
share, by
who
the
are
way, hit
using
thumbs
high
up.
IQs to acquire things and to acquire status and money. That means they must have been motivated by something higher, something more idealistic. And I still believe that today. I believe that most of you here are not here for the money. You don't enter government service to get rich. That's for sure.
Well, Joe Biden did.
On a basic level, I trust the idealism of most of the people.
Joe Biden entered it to get rich.
Understand the corrosive power of
And to
money
pay back all of his debts.
infiltrates and captures
Shut up, Rich.
institutions like ours. My goal as secretary here at HHS will be to create a culture of competency, of ethics, of openness, of transparency, of caring, of pride.
I like Robert Kennedy. I can't wait till they release the files of the American Bullet. Probably a Secret Service member or some shit.
To embrace those kind of ideals can retire.
Hey, Trump, get
I
them gas
understand
prices
that
down
it's a
and
system.
find out who killed his dad.
People in it. That is the main problem.
Release the files.
This is
And let's
how
release, while we're at
The
it,
agencies
let's release the
under
Epstein
HHS
files and the P. Diddy
recover
files.
their reputations as unimpeachable sources of scientific information to guide policymaking, medical professionals, the public, and the whole world. We will remove conflicts of interest
Good, we
from
should.
committees and research partners whenever possible. or
Like,
balance
subscribe,
them
share, by the
with
way,
other
hit thumbs up.
stakeholders. We
I
will
like
shut
Robert
the
Kennedy. How about you guys? Oh, there goes the plane.
We will make our data and our policy process so transparent that people won't even have to file a FOIA request. Another reason why our agencies have lost public trust is that they become too politicized. Well, our health should not be a political issue. As I said to President Trump the other day, there's no such thing as
Man, I gotta get some drink. I am dehydrated like a motherfucker.
All of us want to keep them healthy. It should be an issue of science and an issue of basic human compassion. The science gets politicized when power and profit are involved, and power and profit are aligned to compassion. Reducing the influence of money, therefore, goes hand in hand with depoliticizing HHS. I've spoken of science, and now let me speak about compassion. HHS is the home to programs like Medicare and Medicaid, and between them serve over 160 million Americans. The same Doge technology that has uncovered vast amounts of waste and fraud can be used to better serve our fellow citizens who depend on these programs to make sure that no one is left behind and no one is left out. We will aim to set a standard of courtesy, efficiency, and integrity that will make HHS again the envy of the world. Let me say one more thing about politicization. This is personal. As you know, I've come through a very highly polarized confirmation process. The fog of narrative warfare has made it hard to get a sense of who I am and what I believe and what I represent. A lot of times when I read these articles characterizing me, I think to myself, I wouldn't want to work for that guy either. So, since we all are here together, I have a request to make from you, my new colleagues. Let's start a relationship by letting go of any preconceptions that you may have about me. Let's start from square one. Let's establish mutual intention to work for promoting care about the health of the American people. In return, I want to make a promise to all of you. It's also about preconceptions. I'll start by acknowledging that throughout my career I've asked a lot of difficult questions, and I've come to a lot of unpopular
I like Robert
conclusions.
Kennedy.
I'm going to keep
Team
asking
Trump,
those
mega.
kind of questions. What I promise to you now is to hold the preconceived answers that I give. I promise to be willing to be wrong. I promise to listen to all the stakeholders, all the parties to
I like him.
the conversation, including the ones, especially the ones with whom I disagree in the past. I promise to keep an open mind toward every
I like
possibility
Robert Kennedy.
and every contingency. I hope you will all join me in this commitment.
Fucking thirsty, I'm dehydrated. Fucking man, I gotta get some milk in me.
And being right or being
Through hymns, you can find personalized.
We ain't running there. So what y'all think? This is part 2. What y'all think about the Robert Kennedy speech? Part 1 will air tomorrow. Or the day after. I think I'm going to change it to air tomorrow, I think. And then part 2 will air on Friday. Well, let's live right now.
So we will convene representatives of all viewpoints to study the causes for the drastic rise in chronic disease. Some of the possible factors we will investigate were formerly taboo or insufficiently scrutinized. The childhood vaccine schedule, electromagnetic radiation, glyphosate, other pesticides,
Cloud seeding.
ultra-processed foods,
And he knows about
artificial
cloud
food
seeding.
additives, SSRI, and other psychiatric
Right, why are we putting
drugs.
shit like that shouldn't even be in
PFAs,
food? Like red dye number 3 and Cheetos.
Microplastics, nothing
Flaming hot red
goes
Cheetos.
off limits. But whatever belief or suspicion I have expressed in
And
the
red dye
past,
3 is like a
I'm willing to
poison.
subject them all to the scrutiny of unbiased science. That is going to be our template. Unbiased science. That's something that will make us all proud.
I like
of
that.
this
That does
agency
make me proud,
and of our role
Mr. Robert
in restoring
Kennedy.
American health. Let's
I'm
use
even more proud
research
though
to
once Daddy
satisfy
Trump gets
all
these
the
stimulus
stakeholders.
checks out to us and gets
Once
some
and
gas
for all,
prices
those
down.
protocols
So,
that we all agree
you know
on
what Trump's
in
gonna
advance.
do with all this corrupt
And not
money he
alter
found?
the outcomes of
And all the
studies.
money that was given to the states for the immigrants that the states haven't spent yet, Trump's going to take that money back from the states and give it to we the people. So that money that was supposed to go to those shelters that like Illinois is still holding, Trump's going to take that money back and give all of us American stimulus checks again. Daddy Trump's back. I'm happy. And he's working on getting the gas prices down too. There's a slight downtick on the gas prices I saw. That because President Trump's one of his Avengers keep talking here.
They look inconvenient. Let's all depoliticize these issues and reestablish a common ground for action and renew the search for existential truth with no political impediments and no preconceptions. Finally, I want to ask you to think about an even larger challenge to this agency. If we're really going to end the chronic disease epidemic, we need to recognize the connection between the physical decrepitude
I agree.
and how beleaguers our citizens.
I like him. And he's ripped as hell. He's like old as fuck, but he's ripped.
That has left
Like
so
Robert
many
Kennedy could probably hold a good boxing match.
dispossessed,
Honestly, with how big.
disconnected, purposeless, and hopeless. Spiritual and physical maladies thrive on one another. They feed on one another. Our
Honestly,
overall wellness must begin with the spiritual.
after watching that Mike Tyson fight, and I seeing him shirtless, Robert Kennedy seeing him shirtless, honestly, I think he might even be able to beat Mike Tyson. He's pretty ripped. Look it up. He's ripped. He's in good shape.
To each other, to
especially
to
for
our
his age.
communities,
And his disease.
vested interest in malignant political actors profit and flourish when we are atomized and fragmented and uncertain, when we can be easily propagandized, when we live in fear and helplessness and victimization. These forces prefer to have us in terror and anxiety, which disable our capacity for critical thinking and make us more compliant and more courageous. They want us hiding from ourselves to avoid our own shadows and dulling our pain and loneliness elucidation, and distraction. Yet inside of us, we know that love and self-knowledge are the only true paths. Unleashing the potential in every one of us to make good personal choices that allow us to nourish, heal, and develop ourselves. Only this path can make us effective citizens of democracy. This is decidedly the American identity that we want for our children and their children. For our own example of dedication and integrity,
Repetitive, y'all.
and mission toward well-being and toward achieving our historic.
We'll watch more of this later tonight or tomorrow. Like, subscribe, share, thumbs up, yo. Thanks for watching.
I have for HHS goals of transparency,